Recorded in eye-splitting high definition at the Can TV studio in Chicago, Illinois, it's Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
When you feel so full of talent and you've got that special pep,
when Hollywood and Broadway are calling you and you want to take that very first step, I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
you're gonna do fine.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. It's your time to shine.
The audience is seated, the spotlight's shining bright.
Get out there, you shooting star, and sparkle through the night. I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
It's so loud.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. You're wowing the crowd. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Yeah!
And now, here's your host, Steve Gadlin.
Oh, the lights are up, the cameras are on, the floor director's at her station. The caliber of stars will make you feel like you've embarked on a Hollywood and or Broadway vacation. And I'm so handsome to see you. I'm handsome to see you. I'm so handsome that you're near. Yes, I'm so handsome to see you. I'm handsome to see you. You know what? You've made me handsome just by being here. You've made me handsome just by being here. Welcome to Steve Gadlin's Star Makers, the show that brings you tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. You've tuned into the best part of the show, the beginning. Why is the beginning so great? Well, because it means you have so much Steve Gadlin Star Makers to watch, of course, and watching Steve Gadlin Star Makers is the best way to enjoy it. Let's say hello to Tate and Anna Topkin, who will be enjoying saltines and all of today's talent close up in the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge. I love watching those old game shows on TV. The hosts and announcers would always talk in a really cool voice. Nice try! Would you like to spin the wheel? You're the next contestant. We'll take the physical challenge. Well, on this show, we just use regular talking because nobody can win any prizes. Here's Richard Oranges with his talent, petting melons and peppers.
Thank you for having me on the show today. My name is Richard Oranges, and I'm here to demonstrate for you the fine art of melon petting. The first thing you're going to want to do is to cradle your melon gently in the crook of one arm, like so, and then you're just going to delicately, you're going to want to pet with the grain of the melon and not against the grain of the melon. So just gently, very gently with your hand. And you can do this with really any type of melon. And it is applicable for lots of different kinds of produce, but melons have a nice heft to them. Sometimes, as you will notice, this is a pepper that I tried petting earlier, and there's a crack happening down there on the bottom from petting it entirely too hard. So some types of produce are more delicate than others, but a melon is nice and solid. People will often ask me, they will say to me, Mr. Oranges, and I say to them, Mr. Oranges is my father's name. You can call me Dick Oranges. And they will say, Dick Oranges, what are the applications, the real world applications of petting melons and other kinds of produce? And to that I say, there are a lot of people that need to travel with some sort of a comfort animal, be it a cat or a dog or a bird. And a lot of times, airlines will not allow you to take that cat or dog or bird on the flight with you for fear of it being disruptive. But these people still need some form of comfort. They need something to get them through that scary airplane flight. And nobody's going to bat an eyelash if you take a melon on board the plane with you. So you just take it along with you and just give it a nice, you can cuddle right up to it there. It's fine. If it's ripe, it'll respond to you. Now I'm gonna just really quick, since we have a little bit of time left here, I'm gonna try it with this pepper. See, and I've broken both of these peppers just wide open. I'm gonna choose this one because it's my favorite of the two, and just very, very gently. And you can also supplement the petting with a soothing voice, sort of a there, little pepper. In fact, I'm just gonna allow you to see if you don't feel comforted by that. That's pretty much all there is to the art of melon petting and the petting of produce generally. Thank you for your time.
Richard Oranges, please join me at the intersection of Hollywood and/or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Happy to. That is a beautiful microphone that you have.
Thank you. It's custom made. So tell us, what got you into the art form of soothing melons?
Well, I do a lot of travel, almost entirely for pleasure and not at all for business. And I get very nervous when I'm on airlines, and I've been kicked off of an unconscionable number of flights. And so I needed something to get me through that. And produce was all that I had available.
Well, this raises a great question. When you are going on a flight, do you have melons at home that you bring with you, or do you purchase new melons for each experience?
I've tried keeping my own melons at home, but I find that they're only good for 1 or maybe 2 flights, and then it's harder to caress them as they have started to disintegrate. So I usually think, new flight, new melon.
Well, that's a good thing to keep in your mind. New flight, new melon. That's a catchphrase I'm going to go home with. Thanks so much for being on the show. It was great to meet you.
Great to meet you, Steve.
Are you one of tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and/or Broadway? Do you live in or are traveling to the Chicago area? Would you like to share your talent with our television audience? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we want you to perform on our show. Visit us online at sgstarmakers.com or send an email to sgstarmakers@gmail.com. We can't wait to make a star out of you.
Well, you must have heard about curling by now. It's that fun sport on ice that involves sweeping and special slippery shoes. It's one of those sports that has its very own vocabulary. Where else can you hear words like hurry, skipper, and button? If you hear those words and feel a chill in the air and you see brooms and special shoes, well, that's curling, all right. Do you know one thing curlers love to do besides playing curling? Sing songs about it. Here's Katie and Neil, a couple curling cuties, with a song that will make you want to play curling right now.
Hey, Neil. It was good to see you at the curling clubhouse the other night.
Same here, Katie. I had such a good time playing curling and stacking broom with my friends and fellow sportsmen.
Yeah, and that's part of the allure, isn't it? It's not just a fun sport, but it's a fair, friendly, and social, too.
My thoughts exactly. So where are you headed right now?
Well, I've got my broom, special shoes, and my stabilizer, so any guesses?
Well, you're not going to the grocery store, that's for sure. I got my broom, special shoes, and my stabilizer.
Toot, 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 yeah. Yeah, we're just a couple curling cuties full of
ice and fire.
toot, 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 yeah. Yeah.
The skipper's playing it smart. She's calling a guard. Whoops, I threw a little light. Hey, sweeps, hurry hard. Look at my shot. It's at the top of the house. I might just earn a pin for my curling blouse.
Toot, toot, toot. Curling. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, 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 toot. Yeah. Yeah.
The ice is so cold, but there's heat in my heart. I'm sweeping hard from the button, from the finish to the start. I don't care if we win, I just want to play fair. Then we'll all shake hands and buy the other a beer. Special shoes and my stabilizer.
Toot, 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 toot. Yeah. Yeah. We're just a couple curling cuties full of ice and fire. Toot, 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 toot. Yeah. Yeah. Toot, 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 curling, toot, toot, toot. Toot, 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 yeah, yeah. The other team is such a nice friend. It helped me with my delivery on the I'm learning to push off the hack really straight. His advice may come to bite him in the end. It's number 8. Toot, toot, toot. Curling. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, 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 toot. Yeah. No stones in the house. Our skipper is up. If she can just draw in the hammer, we'll take home the cup. She pushes the stone and she falls on her bum. The game is lost, but that's okay. We're all having fun. We're all having fun. We're all having fun. We're playing fair and shaking hands, and now we are done. I got my broom, special shoes, and my stabilizer. Toot, 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 yeah. Yeah, we're just a couple curling cuties full of ice and fire. Toot, 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 yeah. Toot, toot, toot.
Curling.
Toot, toot, toot. Toot, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Toot, toot.
Yeah.
Well, Katie and Neil, come join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. I got to tell you, it was obvious from your words, your motion, and your handling that you knew what all those words meant and exactly what these tools are for.
Oh, yes, yes.
We did.
We do, and we did.
Well, that was great. I tell you, last time you were on the show was quite a while ago. And if I remember correctly, someone was about to get married when we did that taping.
Oh, yes. We went through with it.
We did it.
We're married. We are wed.
That's great. How's that experience going for you?
Very good.
Yeah, we are also homeowners now.
Yes, we bought a home.
Well, we're just leaping over life events like they're hurdles on a kitten racetrack.
Oh, yeah. Meow.
Meow, meow.
So what else is going on in your world besides marriage and home ownership and probably a busy schedule of curling?
Yeah, we can barely fit in our duties with our curling practice.
Yeah, I can't hardly mow the lawn fast enough.
Well, they say about the lawn, once you mow it, it keeps growing right back. Such a pleasure to have you guys on the show.
Thank you.
Next time, come back before you have a life event, will you?
We'll try.
We can.
Want to see Steve Gadlin's Star Makers from the best seats in the house? Then you want the luxury and convenience of the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge. With 2 exclusive seats, only feet away from the action and all the saltines you can eat, the Steve Gadlin Star Makers Party Lounge provides an experience you won't soon forget. It's like you're seeing tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway through a telescope because they're practically in your lap. To reserve your spot, visit us online at sgstarmakers.com or send an email to sgstarmakers@gmail.com. Be on Star Makers.
Here's some trivia I bet you didn't know. The person who drives a train is called an engineer, but not an engineer like someone who makes things. It derives from the word engineer, or one who works with engines? Because you know what drives trains? It's engines. Well, there are all different types of train engines, fast ones, slow ones, steam ones, and others. Here's something I bet you did know. Someone who drives a boat is called a Clapton. Oh, whoops. Did I say Clapton? Well, here's Clappin Wolf Connors to perform some rhythmic clapping to the song Betty by Hitter. Clappin Wolf Connors, come join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Yeah.
Boy, it seems like we've had you on since you were clapping Pup Connors.
Yeah. A couple of years we've done it.
Yeah. I've noticed your clapping feels real straightforward. It was nice that you added a little spice to it toward one of those later sections. For most of it, it was clap, clap, and then there was a part where you're like, clap, clap, clap. Yeah.
Like kind of a flourish.
Yeah. So your experience is starting to show. When did you come up with that slick move?
Well, it's kind of like a...
It's almost like the music really just brings it out of you. It's from how I observe.
Yeah, I thought it was like kind of like a... I pictured like a Spanish dancer's.
Yeah, things look one thing to the audience and feel one way to the performer. But again, either way, real enjoyable. We're really proud of you. How's clapping going for you?
It's good. It's good. I was at this bar closed down here in Chicago where I live called Quenchers, and I went to the last show there, and I was clapping up a storm, man. You should have seen it.
Yeah, I should have. That sounds like a great time. Clappin Wolf Connors, it's always a pleasure to have you share your talent for clapping on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
It is Postman Tom. It is Postman Tom.
Hi, Postman Tom here with another dip into the Steve Gadlin Star Makers mailbag. Dear Steve Gadlin, who is your best friend? Do you have more than one best friend? Are you friends with Postman Tom? Who do you like the most? Thank you very much, from Violet Knight. You know, I've often asked those questions myself. Not sure how he feels about all of us here. Anyway, if you have a question for Steve Gadlin Star Makers, you can write us at sgstarmakers@gmail.com, and maybe we'll read your letter on the air.
A child once asked me, Steve Gadlin, where does magic come from? Now I had to give that child some cold, hard medicine. There is no magic, I said. It's all just tricks. Then the child said, if there is no magic, then why are there magicians? Touché, I said. I stand corrected. You've probably guessed by now that that child was society. Here to prove once and for all that magic is real is magician Stephen Hanthorn, magician.
Cool. Steve, thanks so much for letting me be on your show.
Of course.
Do you have your cell phone with you? Thank you kindly, sir. Great. So this is a new one, right? It's a 7 or an X or X. Oh, it's an X. Wonderful. Steve, I have a question. Have you ever dropped a cell phone in water?
No.
Okay. Never. Cool. These are supposed to be water resistant or waterproof. What's the?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Okay. Cool. Well, Steve, I have a question for you. For the purposes of this trick, what is your favorite color?
Yellow.
Thank you so much. That doesn't always work. All right. So, Steve, water-resistant phone, but what if we could give you a waterproof case in your favorite color?
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Cool. It's great. It covers the back. It covers the front. And if you want, you can actually open your Siri with it. Give me 1 second, sorry. There we go. And we can take a picture of you if you'd like. You can post this on your Instagram if you want. Yeah, Steven_does_magic. But yeah. No, it's a great case. Like I said, it's waterproof. There's just one downside. Even though it keeps the water out, it's a bit difficult to talk on. So just give me 1 second. You might want to cover your ears. This next part gets loud. And there you go. A waterproof cell phone case. But yeah, so that's one little bit. And I was talking to Tate and Anna earlier. Do you guys mind joining me on stage real quick? Awesome. Yeah. Is it okay? Great. Awesome. Tate, thank you so much. If you want to come right over here. And Anna, if you want to come right over here. And just stand kind of like right here for me. Great. So you guys have been, you guys are married, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Awesome. How many years?
2.5.
Is that correct?
She is correct.
Awesome.
You got it right.
Tate, do me a favor. Take that rubber band. And Anna, I'd like you to take this rubber band. Both of you, I'd like you to check out that rubber band. Make sure there are no trap doors, hidden buttons, or secret compartments. Anna, we all good?
We're good. We're good.
No trap doors?
No trap doors.
No hidden buttons?
No buttons.
No secret compartments? Awesome. No trap doors?
It's legit.
No hidden buttons?
Nope.
No secret compartments?
None.
No holes?
No holes.
Actually, there's a big one right in the center.
Yeah.
See?
He doesn't always pay attention.
He doesn't. I want you guys to trade rubber bands with each other.
Thanks.
Just to make sure. Again, double check it. Same as the other one? Oh, that one's got a hole in it? Just like the other one, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Same as the other one?
Same as the other one.
That one's green.
And bigger.
So, but all the other
Same-
defining features
It's the
are good,
same
right?
but same but different.
Cool. Same but different. I like that. Anna, can I have that rubber band, please? And Tate, can I have that rubber band, please? Now, Tate, Anna, I'm going to ask you a question. I hope it's not too personal. Which one of you is the expert in physics?
She's the expert in everything, so we'll go with physics also.
She's so happy that you remembered she's a physics expert. Anna, we're going to help Tate with physics real quick. And I'll help you out just in case it's been a while.
Thank you.
In physics, we learned that everything is made up of tiny bits of material. Matter. See, Tate, you remember. And in between all of that material or matter, there's a lot of space. It's now coming back to you. This is great. Now, Tate, what do you think would happen if we lined up all that matter with all that space? Expansion. Or you could have solid objects pass right through each other.
That was cool.
That's why I did it. Now, Anna, do me a favor. We'll look carefully. I'm going to have Tate hold on to this side, to the green rubber band. I've got the yellowish one. On 3, we're going to pull. It's going to be 1, 2, and then pull on 3. Okay. Cool. Anna, as a physics expert, which rubber band do you think's going to break? Mine or Tate's?
Probably yours.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. Tate, are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Did your rubber band break, Tate?
Did not.
Didn't. Anna, you are the physics expert. You were correct. Do me a favor. Will you hold on to that side very, very tightly? Please don't snap me.
Okay.
Cool. And then, Tate, I will trade you this green rubber band. If you'll come over here. Anna, come over this way a little bit. I want you to hold on to that side very tight. Now, both of you guys look at each other. How long have you been married?
2.5 years.
He remembered.
He remembered.
Good. In that 2.5 years, have you guys ever gotten into a fight?
Not at least the last 2 hours.
Perfect. Awesome. When there are those sort of fights or disagreements, whose fault is it usually?
Tate's.
Yes.
And this is not one of those disagreements. So a lot of times in relationships, people, if they get into a fight, that relationship can break apart. The rubber band is a metaphor for the relationship because it broke. Because they're holding on to a grudge. It's also a metaphor for a grudge. It's multi-metaphorical. But Anna and Tate, if you learn to let go of those grudges on 3, 1, 2, 3, let go, everything can go back to the way it was. And there you go. Oh, you didn't even have to clap. I didn't even have to ask for that. Thank you so much.
Stephen Hanthorn, magician, please join me at the intersection of Hollywood and or Broadway. Yeah. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been a blast.
It's so cool to see magicians who can make magical things happen just like that. How long have you been practicing the dark arts?
My first talent show was in 4th grade. It was pretty fun. My grandmother, when we went to the restaurant afterwards, was telling everybody at the restaurant how I had won the talent show. It wasn't a competition. But
that's grandma's for you.
Yeah.
Great. So what's your favorite magic trick to see?
Favorite magic trick to see? I'm really impressed by anybody who's really good with cards. I love card magic. It's something that a lot of folks do, so I intentionally try to work with some other things. But any sort of mentalism is great. I love just seeing people work and make their own spin on a classic effect.
That's great. Do you have a website where people can learn more about your magic?
Yeah, it's at stephenhanthorn.com/magic, or if you just go to stephenhanthorn.com, you'll find it.
And you probably click on magic.
Yeah, it's an option on there, yeah.
Great. Well, we loved having you on the show. It was great to meet you, Stephen.
Steve, thanks.
Don't be glum, chum. This episode may be done, but look around. Tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway are hiding behind every corner. Besides, the real stars are Steve Alexander, Mike Madigan, Stephanie Reed, Rob Gibbons, Lynn Roberts, Lauren Rich, Will Kane, Adam Altman, Max Wright, Steve Glargligolo, Kristen Freilich, and April Lippert. They support us on Patreon.com, and so should you. Oh, the acts tonight were really great. Would you look at the time, though it's getting late. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. Well, the world is such a scary place, but I find peace when I see your face. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. We're born, then we die, and in between is a cacophony of chaos. What does it mean? I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again.
Yes, I hope to see you again.
Remember to dream big and do awesome things. This is Steve Gadlin saying, see you next time.